A very good day and a warm welcome once again to yet another session on events. Today's topic we shall be discussing about the points to consider while handling buffets. A bit about myself. Sheetal Gupta, an assistant professor at the AISSMS College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology based in Pune. My email address is mentioned here. For any further queries and clarifications, please do not hesitate to contact me on my email, and I shall be glad to revert back to each of you. So without further ado, let us start on our topic on points to consider while handling buffets. When we typically talk about the buffet layout, ideally the buffet layout would start with your dishes, flatware, napkins, the beverage section, the plates, then the main course, the hot foods, followed by the cold foods, the salad section, and then the bread rolls, butter dishes, and the dessert. So it is a well displayed array of delectable food and beverage items. Let us now consider three subdivisions of pre-events, during the events, and post the events. Hence, points to consider while handling buffets in pre-event or rather before the actual event. One must check the type of function, the actual menu, and the number of guests being invited. A list of all the items required in your buffet setup must be available. Ensure all the equipments are squeaky clean, hygienic, and well sanitized. Always clean your glassware, flatware, and cutlery and crockery with hot water, steam, and clean cloth. Spoons, forks, and knives and plates must be properly and thoroughly cleaned. Hot water must always be topped up in the water pans and the fuel lamps must be lighted. One must remember, since in the buffet the food items are kept at room temperature for a long period of time for the guests to help themselves, hence food must be either kept piping hot or chilled and cold. Food must never be served in the danger zone, which is 6 degrees to 72 degrees Celsius, in which bacteria, molds, and fungi multiply, thereby causing food poisoning and certain other illnesses. Hence, proper temperature during service of food must be adequately taken care of while handling buffets. The layout ladles must always have underliners. Buffet tags are placed before the actual food pickup. Ensure again that all the food pans are given to the kitchen along with the name tags so as to avoid any confusion during food pickup. Now we speak about points to consider during or actual events. Once the food is picked up, ensure you have one person handling the buffet and cleaning the same at all times. Do not remove the frills while the guests are still waiting. And of course, in the post-event, Most important part is the guest feedback. One must ensure that after the event is over, food and beverage team or the banquets manager must always gather and collect the guest feedback so as to improve on the quality of service in future. Cleaning must be done very thoroughly. The area must be cleaned and cleared totally to be hygienic and sanitized for the next event. Let's now talk about points to consider while handling the salad sections. Set up a buffet table to lay out your salad bar. Cover the table with a pretty tablecloth suitable for the occasion. Place all your flatware and plates at the start of the salad buffet. Arrange the salad buffet attractively on the table, which will be well displayed to all your guests. Ensure that your guests can pick up their appropriate dishes, flatware, and napkins before moving down the salad bar to select their salad dressings. Always ensure that all hollandaise, and vinaigrette are kept at the right temperatures. Now let us talk about, of course, the sweet endings or desserts in the buffet. One must have a theme, colors, and adding heights to your dessert buffet. Make use of a nice backdrop. Most dessert tables look best when placed against a wall or a background that can be tied down in the look of the table. Backgrounds play an important role in making the table look more attractive. Be creative with desserts, special service trays, and a touch of class to your dessert table. The space must be managed very well on the dessert table. Make sure the table is of the right size. Do not overload your dessert table. It should be that moderation is the key to make your buffet look elegant. Let me now show you a beautiful short video on points to consider while handling buffets. So listen up, my friends, pay attention to this interesting video.
A buffet is a great way to feed a crowd. Guests can mingle and bonus, it's less work for you too. Hi, I'm Julie from Bed Bath & Beyond. The key to a better buffet is all in the planning. Here's how I like to do it. First, determine if you want to put the table in the middle of the room, allowing a crowd to use both sides. Or against a wall. Great if you don't have a ton of space. Start with a tablecloth that fits the style of the party. Place a big stack of plates at the buffet starting point. Then plan the rest of the buffet's layout. One tip, multiple levels created with tiered serving pieces and pedestals can maximize space and gives the buffet visual appeal. I like to use a pretty wrapped box. Just make sure it's stable. I pick a serving dish for each item on the menu and designate a logical spot for everything. Remember to put the condiments near the dishes they go with. Another tip, I label every dish with a sticky note. This way I don't forget anything and have all the serving pieces I need in place and ready to go way before the party. This includes chafing dishes, trivets, and a serving utensil for every single dish. Oh, and don't forget something to rest the spoon on. One last secret, arrange silverware in a caddy or rolled up in a cloth napkin at the end of the table. That way guests don't have to juggle forks and knives while they fill their plates. Take the time to set all this up the night before the party. You'll be glad you did. Now we're ready to feed a crowd the easy way.
Well, I do hope that video was interesting and gave you some insights on how to handle your buffet setups. The reference books I have used to make my presentation are the Food and Beverage Service book by Dennis Lillicrap. The pictures that I have put up here are from Google Images, and the YouTube video courtesy is from Bed and Bath. I now end my presentation by issuing a vote of thanks for your kind attention and valuable time to pay attention to my video. I do hope you were able to learn some points on how to handle and set up your buffets. There will be a quiz link attached at the end of my YouTube video. Do try and attempt the quiz link. It will give you a revision to this topic. Thank you once again and have a great day.